First one.
Pardon my scruffiness. I got, per usual, an hour of sleep, and I'm too tired and can't be actually doing anything else. So, what I want to do is 5 things I hate video about my E92 M3, and it's full bolt-on for reference. And yeah, oh, this is kind of dirty. Let me clean you guys up really quickly. Let's see, actually. There we go. But yeah, so let's get into the 5 things I hate, and then I'm also going to do 5 things I love, and that's going to be in a separate video, but I'm going to make them both right now. So one thing that I hate is this. It seems like the car really attracts pollen, like, and then the car being white, like, you can't really see it on the white, but when you look at like the windows and the roof and everything that's carbon or black, it makes it look green by how much pollen there is. Like, that really kills me, and it's super annoying. And even though the car is I ceramic coated it, it's easy to clean, it's just annoying that literally you have to, like, if you're going somewhere, you have to clean it, and then when you go somewhere, if you're outside, it's going to get dirty. So that may not directly be what I hate about the car, but I'm still going to say it's something that I hate about the car because it's something that's on the car and something that has to do with the car. So, I mean, who else can I blame it on? Another thing I hate is the low-end torque. And that is like a, what do you call it? That is like a typical thing with these because these are high revving V8s and whatnot. So, they don't have too much, torque in general. Like, the car is torquey and the car is fast and it does get up to speed quick and everything like that, but the torque is pretty low. Like, it makes a pretty good amount of power, and then like the car pulls, but it's like, you know, you can get more. So I feel like boosting it will remedy that quite a bit and make the overall driving experience a lot better. So that's the second thing. The lower end torque mainly, but the torque in general. Another thing I hate about the car, which is kind of weird, but I do hate it about the car, but I hate it for a good reason, is how wide the car is. So you see that this is a pretty thick girl, like this. She's thick, but hopefully you guys can see it. Wheels look very narrow, and I do not like the look of narrow wheels. And granted, these are only 275s, but they're 275s on an 11, and it still looks narrow. So I'm gonna have to run 305s to make it look a little bit more sporty and stuff like that, because before it looked even worse with the 265s on the 9.5s. Like, I was just like, what the hell? It looks like I'm riding on donuts. Like, it's just so narrow. I mean, the wheels look so narrow, but yeah, how wide the car bothers me, because you need like somewhere between 11 to 12s with like 305s, maybe 315s if you can get away with it, to make the back end, you know, look like real sporty and stuff like that. But yeah, how wide the car is, because granted, it's great and I love wide cars, and I would even widen it, but let's not even get into that because I'm not worried about that right now. But yeah, how wide it is an issue because of how narrow it makes the tires look. Another thing I really hate about the car is the fuel consumption. Granted, there's miles per gallon, I love it, and I also chose to be on E85, so like that's what I get. I'm going to be getting worse fuel economy, but damn, with the way I drive, I get probably like 6 miles per gallon, because like if I drive around for a day, I'll have to fill up the next day. Like, it's really crazy. And that's mainly because, like, I like to cruise doing like 120 in like 4th gear, which you would say is stupid, but I just love the sound of the car and I want to hear it, so that's what I have to do to hear the car. Like, I have to be higher up in the RPMs to hear it, because the car is very quiet. And that gets to the last thing. Like, this car is so well made that it is quiet. So I'm catless and straight piped, and I just have a muffler mod at the back, which is basically just straight piped. It's just through a muffler, so it looks OEM. And I have bigger tips on the exhaust. 4 of them, as you can see. 4 fat tips. And when you're cruising, the car is still quiet. So you have to use a lot of gas if you want to hear at least a bit of exhaust note, because even when they're cruising at 100 to 120, unless you're actually accelerating, you don't really hear much. Like, there's no drone or anything. And I'm used to quite a bit of drones from the Skyline, the Z, the E36, the other E36. So, yeah, the car is really quiet. And I believe that's 5. So I'm gonna upload this one, and then the next video, I'm going to do 5 things I love. And let me see if I can think of an honorable mention. Oh, for my car in specific, the paint. There are a lot of like little scratches and stuff like that all around. So I'll definitely need a paint correction, because yeah, you probably can't see it on camera, but there's a lot of scratches like all over the car. So yeah, it's an honorable mention. Paint, not good. Lots of swirls, lots of scratches. I accidentally deleted the outro, so yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching, most importantly. And the 5 things I love will be tomorrow's upload, so I'll be putting it in the description tomorrow and in the, at the end card, so you guys can watch that when it comes out. But yeah, one thing I'd like to say, it's like I've been boosting the acceleration of this build. Like, it's really going by super fast.